Okay, I had done this video before and had it on YouTube, but it got deleted, so I'm going to redo it. I think it's important. The first thing that happened was a vision that I had, and it was about the end of November. And it came to me as I was awake and I was sitting on my sofa, and it was like a photograph image that I received. And the first one was a window with four panes on it, four glass panes, and it had snow all around it, and the window was closed. Then it immediately flashed to the second photograph image, and it was a Christmas tree. So what I thought after I'd seen that was that the window had meant that the window was closing on us, like time was getting short. That's just what I felt in my spirit. The second of the Christmas tree, I'm really not 100% sure. It could represent Jesus. It could represent Christmas time. It could represent just the season of winter. I'm really not sure. I was kind of concerned because Christmas was coming up and I had that of the Christmas tree. Shortly after that, in the month of December 2015, I had a dream that was pretty much life-changing for me. It was very, very, very real. It just started out that I had been pretty much sucked off the earth, like grabbed off the earth, and I was pulled up into space, and it was all dark, and there was an energy presence around me, and I knew it was God. I did not actually see him, but it was just this huge force that was just everywhere, and I knew it was God, and he wanted to show me something. And I could see the earth from a distance, okay? And all of a sudden I just started flying to the right, and as I'm flying to the right, the earth is just spinning really, really fast. And then all of a sudden I stopped, and right when I stopped, so did the earth. The earth quit spinning as well. And I was shown from like a bird's eye kind of view, a spot on the earth, and it was a desert area. There were 3 soldiers there, dressed in their camo, and they had guns, and they were getting ready to engage in some kind of war. All 3 of them stopped, and they looked up at the sky as though they saw something that just fascinated them. And when they saw this, they put their guns down, and all 3 of them knelt down on one knee, and they bowed their heads. As soon as they bowed their heads, I was sucked back up into the sky, into space, and I could see the earth again. I immediately just started flying to the right again, and the earth was spinning. Again, we both stopped just suddenly, and I was able to see again in that bird's eye view, and I saw for the second time I was shown something was a volcano, and it was erupting. I'm not 100% sure where it was. I felt like it was Hawaii for some reason. I'm not sure, though, 100% on that, okay? But I just felt during this dream that it was Hawaii. Immediately after seeing this volcano erupting, I was sucked back into space again. And I started flying to the right. The earth was spinning to the right really, really fast, and then we both stopped again. So this was the 3rd time. And the 3rd time, though, was different because I didn't see something close down on the earth like that. I just saw the earth, and it just burst. The entire thing burst and just shattered. It looked like shards of glass to me. It just flew out into space. And what was left was this inner core, and it was just this brilliant, bright white light, okay? Normally it would be something that would like hurt your eyes to see because it was so bright, but it didn't in my dream. And it was beautiful, actually. It was just really beautiful. Next thing I know, I was standing on this new earth, and that's what I felt in my spirit, that it was a new earth. So I looked down at my body. I remember looking down at my body, and I was a spirit body. I was no longer in flesh. It was just totally spirit. So I looked around, and there's other people walking around on this new earth, and they were also spirit bodies. Um, I then felt the need to look behind me on my left shoulder. I looked over my left shoulder, um, and even though that earth had shattered, it was still technically there, but it looked different. It was like this translucent, almost earth, but it was a really murky gray color. And I knew that there were people still on that earth, and that they were really sad because they weren't on the new earth. And then I woke up. So that is the first dream that I had that I feel was an end of time dreams. So anyway, after that I got really concerned, and I thought, oh my goodness, the end of the world's coming or something like that. So what I did was, I kind of remembered from back when I was younger, about getting confirmation or something like that. So I thought, well, before I tell anybody about this and sound crazy, I'll just ask God. So I found a Bible in my house, and anybody that knows me knows that I haven't picked up a Bible in about 15, 16 years, but I did have one. I still had it, and I went and got it, and I just sat on my bed with this Bible, and I'm praying, Lord, if this dream was about the end of times, if we are close to the end of times, I need you to show me before I tell anybody about this. And so what I did was, I just kind of randomly, as I was praying, I had my eyes closed, and I kind of randomly put my thumbs in the Bible because I really didn't know how else to do this. And I opened it up, and it was Ezekiel. Now, I have never in my entire life read Ezekiel. Okay, so anyway, I have this it's like an easy translation, I guess, kind of Bible. So above each chapter is boldface, like a title for each chapter. And this was Ezekiel 7, and I'm going to show it to you. This is what I come up with. I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but it says the end has come, okay? So that, of course, got my attention. So I read that entire chapter, and that's exactly what it's about. So you might want to read that. It's really interesting. So anyway, after that, this dream really, I consider this dream that it changed my life, because before this dream, I was pagan, and believed a lot of the Wiccan stuff, and I was in that for 15 years. Believed it with all my heart. You couldn't tell me any different. And the way that the pagans or Wiccans, what they do is they believe in a duality. It's like a god and a goddess exist. They do not believe in Satan. They do not believe hell and demons, anything like that. And they kind of believe that all paths will eventually lead to God. And everybody's going to go to heaven, so regardless. And if you were a horrible person, like a murderer or child molester or something like that, then you just got basically recycled, because we believed in reincarnation. So you would get recycled, and the hell was never being with God. That was your punishment. You never got to go to heaven. You would just recycle. So that's what I believed. That's what a lot of the pagan people believe. So the reason this dream changed my life was, I had this dream, and I got the confirmation, and it just kept pressing on me, and I kept thinking about it all the time. So I started praying, Lord, if I'm believing the wrong thing, if I'm being deceived and I don't know it, then show me. I will promise you I will change it. With all my heart, I promise you I will change it, because I don't want to be deceived. And it took me a week of praying this every day throughout the day, just randomly throughout the day I would pray about this. And I believe it took a week, because I believe that God wanted to make sure that I was serious, that it was really in my heart, that I made a promise I was going to change it. If he were to show me that I was believing wrong, I would change it. And after that, I just kind of slowly started having more dreams. He started just pouring dreams on me. I've heard his voice and Jesus' voice in dreams. I've had just dreams where he is there with me, and then it's almost like your eyes just get opened up, and you're able to, all of a sudden you can just notice all this evil in the world, stuff that I'd never noticed before. Um, just Illuminati signs everywhere, and music that I would listen to that a lot of people listen to, and you just start to hear the lyrics. It's just all of a sudden your eyes are just so opened, and things start making sense. And basically the dreams really have changed me a lot, because he's actually shown me himself. So of course I went through with my promise. I read my Bible every day now, and every video I watch is about the Lord. So there's no room for Satan to even get in there anymore. But I have several dreams I'm going to post here on YouTube for everybody that I think are important about the end of times. Most of them are actually kind of short, but to me they're really important. They have a lot of meaning. So I'm going to make a series of the dreams that I've been having. Some, of course, are just personal about myself, that things I needed to change that he's been showing me. One of the things, I wasn't even going to bring it up on the video actually, but it's been really, really bothering me, so I feel like God wants me to say this. And a lot of Christian people might not want to hear it, but I just really feel like I have to say it. And that's about all these pagan people and all these Wiccan people. A lot of Christians just automatically assume, well, they're Satan worshippers, they're evil, they should just go to hell. But these people they think that they're really good people. Okay, like when I was in that, I didn't steal, I didn't cheat, I wasn't lying. That was my biggest thing. I would tell somebody the truth in a heartbeat. People would get mad at me for that because I was too truthful, but so they think they're really good people, they take care of the earth and stuff. They don't know they're worshiping Satan. That's the problem. That is how Satan tricks you. Okay, so if you're watching this and you're into the Wiccan way, or the pagan views, Buddhist even, anything that's not Christianity, anything that doesn't go by the Bible, you're being deceived. These demons, that's how they get to you. They trick you. And I know that if you are pagan, you're saying, oh, well, demons don't even exist, you're crazy. They do, trust me. After I started reading the Bible every day and watching videos about the Lord and stuff, all of a sudden I got spiritually attacked, okay, for a month. These demons showed themselves. They don't bother you when you're doing what they want you to do. When you are being Wiccan, when you're learning spells, or even if you're just like a Buddhist and stuff, they're not going to bother you because you're doing what they want you to do. You're spreading that around the world, okay? So why would they bother you? Of course they're not going to reveal themselves, but I guarantee you, if you turn your life around, you'll see that they are real. I started having like nightmares, I mean vivid nightmares of invisible forces that I just knew in my spirit as I'm dreaming was a demon. They would try to pull me off the bed by my legs. They would try to get inside me. I had one literally get inside me, and I started making all these growling and hissing noises as though I was possessed, and in my dreams I just kept rebuking these things in Jesus' name. And every single time Jesus would come and save me in these dreams, every single time. And demons are powerful, but the Lord is more powerful. So but what I wanted to say was these people are usually, they've had a bad experience with Christianity. That's what turns them away from it, whether it be a bad church or people that they know. Almost everybody I've talked to has the same similar type story. They've had some kind of a negative church that they went to, and they are out there. I hate to say it, but they are. And that kind of it kind of leads up to where, oh, I start, I'm going to look at other religions and see what else is available. And really, they're just looking for acceptance. They're looking for some type of love, something like that. And they open that door. And these demons sneak in and they trick you, because Satan, you have to realize, Satan wants to be like the Lord so bad. So a lot of his ways just kind of mirrors God's ways, but it's a shadow and it's evil. Okay, so that's why you think you're doing right, you think you're fine, you think, oh, I'm a good person, I'm living right, but the only way to get to heaven, the only way is through Jesus Christ. And I have learned that. So you have to learn that. You have to turn it around. And if you don't believe me, then pray. If you mean it from the bottom of your heart that you will change it, if God shows you, he will show you. He will definitely show you. But I think that, these people are still our brothers and sisters, and God wants everybody to go to heaven. The Lord doesn't want anybody to perish. So once they are in hell, I know there's, he can't just go and take them out. So we have to pray for these people. We have to pray for them, because a lot of these people, they really are good people. I still know a lot of these people. They're really good people, and they don't know they're lost, and they're just lost souls. I was a lost soul. God pulled me out of it. I've been saved, and I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that they need prayers. So that's what I wanted to say. I don't really know how people will take that. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, they're just worshiping Satan. But believe me, trust me, they don't know that they're being deceived. They have no idea. They really, really, really need our prayers. So I pray for them every single day. And I'm going to continue to do that. So I ask that the rest of you do the same thing. And I'm going to keep putting these dreams and stuff on there so you guys can see. And I think we're getting close to the end, which is exciting for me. I don't know about you, but I think it would be nice if we could get off of this earth, because it seems like there's a lot of evil here, especially lately. I hope you enjoyed the dream, and you post your comments. Please be nice, nothing horrible. And we'll get back to you with another dream.